You can't be reacting to how you feel. You have to stick to what you signed up for the vision. Are you committed to the vision?
That's facts.
Something happened, you're uncomfortable, you're out the door. You're not committed to the vision.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Where was your antennas when the vision was on the line?
Diamond.
You're not thinking about the vision. It's
right.
You have to make adjustments and stuff that you're not willing to go and look yourself in the mirror. And I get it. It's painful. It's ugly. It's nasty. I get it. But when you said I'm with this vision, when you said I'm committed, where's your commitment to it?
The B2S podcast is brought to you by Motivated Apparel. Motivated Apparel, the premier gear for motivation. A brand that motivates, inspires, and empowers you to stay motivated while chasing your dreams. Head on over to www.shiftmotivations.com/shop Motivated Apparel and grab yourself some Motivated Apparel today.
Yo, what up, world? What it do? Hey, welcome to another episode of the Blueprint to Success podcast. Hey, where we share principles that teach you how to live life by design and not by default, man. Hey, this your boy Mike Mariner, aka the Chef Motivator. Living large and in charge. We're having a good time on tonight, so thankful for you guys to be joining in with us on tonight.
He charged up.
Yes, sir, everybody. It's been a crazy, busy, good week.
Yes.
So once again, we thank y'all for tuning in, man. And y'all know how we do, man. Y'all know who this guy is on my left, your right. My brother from another mother, man. Y'all give it up for Alxndr Hall.
What's going on? What's cracking, man? What's going on?
Champ is here. I love doing that.
We in here, man.
Give him a drum roll.
Hump day. Once
Another
again.
week. Hump day. We here.
Already.
We just moving, man. We just moving, percolating, stimulating. But before we get into all that, you know what I'm saying? Dumbo's out right now. Produced by Dominance and
Keep it going.
Go view it on YouTube. Last night I was shouts out to Stitch, man. Young Christian hip hop artist up and coming from Riverview, Florida. So I had the pleasure of being there with him and Diamond last night, cooking up. And then it's a barber from Brandon too. His name is Adams King.
Okay.
He's like, bro, this guy is I'm not gonna lie, this guy, he's gonna be a celebrity barber. You know, he's awesome. And me, him, and Diamond, after the initial session, we just had we had prayer, and we had it like a I want to say like a bro moment. It was like a not like a Bible study. It was like we had fellowship.
Hey, break bread.
Yeah, we
had a moment in time to break bread.
Yeah, we had fellowship. And we just was
That'd be the best part.
confessing sins to one another, praying for one another, and just opening up and encouraging each other. So that's very, very important. Dumbo is out right now. Produced by Dominance Pacifico. Go view it on YouTube. Alxndr, Alxndr Hall, North Cape. We are on
The
way.
For sure, man.
Yeah.
I love that line.
For sure, man.
Yeah, y'all go cop that, man. Go stream it. Go check it out. It's live, man.
For real.
And yes, sir.
Got more stuff coming. Just taking my time. And, just taking my time. We getting the behind the scenes stuff, and it's just a lot of stuff going on. So, but the music is still coming. I got new material. So, got previous stuff. Mike, please don't.
Yeah, you already know where I'm finna go.
I know.
Yeah, I already know.
saying.
What's the hold up, man?
Yeah, I'm
Diamond.
saying.
Listen here, brother.
Yeah. Well, man down we gonna chop. Like, hey, we got a situation, man.
Pull up my Denzel.
Uh,
Listen here, man.
So
So you just gonna hold on the record, huh?
Okay,
You just,
all right.
You just gonna hold the record like that, huh?
It's coming, man. It's coming. It's coming. It's coming.
Okay,
So,
all right. You know, Jesus coming too.
It's coming.
You know,
so.
I know you can come before he do.
Stupid.
So you want to take care of that? We good.
You stupid.
It's always a movie with this guy, man. Y'all know what it is, man.
Big
Mother
bag.
co-host, big bad, big dog, man.
Big bag.
My
dog.
brother from the same mother, man. Y'all give it up for Boy Wonda.
Great to see you tonight.
What did you make him today?
I am practicing for Black Panther 4. 3 hasn't come out yet, but it is coming. Man, what's going on,
good,
fellas?
man?
Oh man, it's
What's
been
up, bro?
busy. It's been
You
busy,
about
bro.
to step into the second half of the year, man.
Oh yes, and we've
Yeah.
been working, man, and just getting a lot of behind the scenes
Yeah.
work done as far as recording. Also, just making business moves and building partnerships and networking, and so it's been a lot. And then got one of my administrators. They digged up some information for me so they can be really lucrative for the label. So
You see how you said that, right?
diving into that, you know what I'm saying? And
Really lucrative for the label.
yeah. I mean, hey, thank you, Lord. Can it come quick enough? Like,
Can I get an A, man?
they're just trying to connect A to B to C, and then let's
Connect
bring
the
it on
dots.
home. Yeah, man. So, Rick Reed 316 is out. Definitely make sure y'all stream that.
Rick
It's really
Rizzo.
dope. And then Life After Death is available on all digital platforms,
Yeah,
and got new music coming and videos. Yes, sir.
Oh yeah. Speaking of that, before we depart on tonight,
Mm-hmm.
don't let me forget. We need to talk about
it's
the,
in the front mind. Yeah.
yeah.
I got you.
Yeah. So, yeah.
You'll find out soon enough. But no, just bro, just really enjoying. And then there's another venture that I have, learning from this venture, which is like one of the biggest that I've ever been involved in. That is tapping into new territory of learning. So it's a learning curve for me. So just some things I wasn't aware of before that can be also an asset. So just I'm learning, bro. I'm just enjoying the journey where I'm at. Even though I was like, Lord, can you speed it up?
Right.
I need the Benjamins to, like, you know, ooh, yeah, get on my Will Smith. You know what I'm saying?
Stupid.
Hey, forget the men. Here come the man in black. You feel me? So, no, but just enjoying life, man, and just being proactive, bro. Because it's like time is going by so fast,
Oh
man.
man.
Like April said, "What up?" May say,
Hello.
"The dope right there." Go ahead, going out. And it's like the more the days, it's like the quicker the days go by, man. It's
telling you,
like
man.
we was just here.
God, no, like January just got here. Now we staring May right in the face.
Man, look here,
Almost 6 months in.
bruh. It's imperative, man. So it's just more now than ever. Take advantage of the time. That's the best thing I could say. Take advantage of your time. I mean, I don't always hit it right either with how the schedule is, but I'm on it, and that's why it's best to be ahead on it versus I'm just not getting on it. So it's a difference. So I love what you're doing, bro. Love what you're doing as well, because where we're going, bro, it's gonna be fantastic. Because you know the shift motivator.
Yeah, how you over here shifting and motivating? Man?
He
What you got
shifting
going
and moving.
I done had 2 days of refueling. So
Yes, sir.
man, we went down to the youth pastor summit down in Orlando.
Mm-hmm.
2 days, man, just getting refueled up, man, and that was just awesome in itself. Just kind of, man, the speakers. Oh my Jesus. Oh my goodness. Oh my bro. Like, oh man, like Yeah, the speakers was on point, dog. So I'm full, and then coming back having to speak to the baseball team, and excited about another opportunity. So I'll be speaking to like 300 seniors on Friday.
That's gonna be dope.
So yeah, man,
That's
so,
gonna be dope.
opportunities be coming. I don't post and advertise everything that I do, but there's a lot of stuff that I don't do that they be getting like, you need to post that stuff. Yeah. I keep telling y'all I'm an introvert by nature, man. I ain't lying. Sometimes I feel like it, sometimes I don't. Sometimes I do it because I know that's what you got to do to put yourself out there and stuff like that. But excited about that opportunity, and prayerfully it leads to other opportunities because we're wrapping up the school year. So
already,
so
man.
my focus has been on shooting out emails and stuff to summer programs and stuff. So see, then get ready to get up for the fall again. So, but yeah, man, I'm refreshed, man. Really, even though I had to get up super early the last 2 days.
I know what you mean. Oh God,
super early, like super.
Oh God, super.
But it was worth it, man. Getting there and hanging out with Tim for 2 days. It's kind of fun, man. We did our thing, so.
There's nothing like really to be able to let your hair down and go to different places.
You got to,
just,
man.
Like, bro, like just taking a moment.
You got to, man. A lot of times you're going and going, you're going and going and going, man. You got to refuel. That's why I just, I make my no to do days. Like don't bother me this day. I ain't doing that. Don't call me. Don't text me.
Hey, listen, that D&D, your best friend. That do not disturb.
Get your feeling hurt.
For real. Hey, what up? You be like, get that short answer. Is it kind of dry? Leave him alone.
But I never understood why people answer the phone knowing that you ain't in a position to talk. I never understood that. I just don't answer my phone. If I know, okay, I'm en route somewhere and I ain't got a lot of time to talk, or I'm getting ready to go on stage, or whatever, why am I gonna pick up the phone? Hey, bro, I'm doing such. I call you right back. I mean, I get it because I've done that before. Don't get me wrong, but honestly, majority of the time, if I know that somebody is very talkative, and I only got a certain amount of time,
don't put yourself in that situation.
Why pick up the phone?
Yeah,
I don't. I don't know, baby. Y'all may help me out. Majority of the time, I don't, because if I know I'm okay, well, I'm doing this or I'm doing whatever. It's like, look, I hit your bite.
I'm gonna tell you right now, I gotta call my bro back, but I've been moving and sliding. You know what I'm saying? It's just like just like,
moving and sliding, sliding, moving.
Because it's like so like with my two jobs, I had that 1 hour between 5 and 6, and I got to be there at 6. So it's like everybody want to choose that time. No, that's me time. That's me time. That's my trying to catch a little nap. Hey, bro, what you do? Hey, yeah, I'm heading to the second job. What's up, bro? Are you trying to get to the meat of it? But I'd be like, man. But there's been times where it's just like you got to handle business and you just got to do it real quick, and it just sharpens you how to have a quick conversation, get straight to the point. All right, God bless you, brother. Love you. I'm clocking in. Yeah. So.
Yeah, that reminds me of
it's crazy.
When, I think it was Jeremy Anderson when he said either it's Jeremy or Jamal. I want to say it was Jamal. It might have been Jamal when he had a big engagement, and so he was real excited about it. So he called ET. So, but he was just ET to get ready to get on stage. So, but he went on ahead and picked up the phone, and he said he wouldn't. He said he was expecting ET to be all happy and excited for him. But he was like, man, listen, I'm about to get on stage. I'm like, hey. So basically, the conversation was, hey, yeah. Oh man, that's awesome. Get ready because more coming. All right, I'll talk to you later. Click.
Hey, I gotta go. I'm about to walk off
like, man, I'm all excited, man. He got off the phone.
But, hey, in that moment, what did you learn? Well, at least he picked up the phone. He Still gotta find gratitude in those moments.
The only person who I would pick the phone up at no matter what hour they call me is my son. My son called me last week.
Daddy.
We shoot the podcast. We had to restart because my son called. Like, yo, what's up? Like, my son, he called me, bro. I don't care what I'm doing, dog. My son.
Facts.
I think he's not the only person who I would. Well, it's like small
Yeah.
So anything happen? Interesting happen before we get into tonight's topic, man? Real quick. Anything interesting happen? Anything?
Man,
So y'all want to share with the audience?
bro, may have a pretty dope situation with a partnership out of New York. So
New York,
New York,
man, New York.
I want to speak too prematurely, but that's one dope situation that we're trying to get that squared away. And actually, the crazy is the person that we're trying to negotiate some things with no Rick. So it was just based off that relationship. So, and I know we got to really have this meeting because our schedules are stupid crazy. But like this here is really
Yeah,
it's really dope. So
that's what's up. Man.
it's just
It's
just trying to just keep going, bro. Even in the midst of the craziness, even in the midst of the what ifs, the just pretty much punching your way through the doubt and not afraid to, and it's crazy because I feel like we all in a space of where we have certain moments where I don't want to say we're fearful but nervous because we want to do well.
yeah.
But it's also on stages that's making you get out of your comfortability and your comfort zone. So I feel like that's where we're all at, and so and learning in that is helping me to even be more confident in my business and structuring things a certain way. So
Yeah.
And then of course with what we got going on for next year, that's like one of the biggest things. So we're in the beginning stages of that and just putting it together, and we see what God gonna do.
Yeah. Yeah. Cool.
So that's what I got right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, go crazy.
Yeah, that's what's up, man. Well, we got a live one for y'all tonight, man. It's just kind of give you a little bit of a backstory on where tonight's topic is going. I was listening to a snippet of a pod, and it was some stuff that was said that just kind of gravitated my heart. You know what I'm saying? Kind of just pulled on my heartstring. I'm like, yeah, man, that's a good topic.
Yeah.
And to kind of run it on, it just wouldn't leave my spirit. So I ran it by the guy. They were like, let's run it. So it was just a married couple that was just talking about a specific situation. And a lot of times in generality, the man is considered the leader, the head of the house, right? And so they were just discussing about a common situation that we as couples that have children and they kind of deal with on a consistent basis. So they gave some pretty good sound advice, wisdom that I would say. And but when it got to a certain portion of the dialogue, the wife began to say that she allowed him to take the lead in this particular area. And as men, one of the things that we can kind of get egotistical about is being that dude that's I'm the man, so what I say goes, and I'm the lead, and blah blah blah, and then may not be, let's just call a spade, may not be in a position to where you're operating in that space in an effective manner. So therefore you lose the trust of your spouse. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that's that ego talking. And it's funny because at the conference, one of the speakers had an acronym for the word ego, and I wrote it down. I don't know if y'all ever heard it before, but I'd never heard it before.
Okay.
Edging God out.
He said what?
Ego. He had an acronym for ego, and the acronym was edging God out. EGO.
No, I haven't heard that.
I never heard that. I wrote that down. That's bar.
I was like, that's fire.
You know what I'm saying? So we have a tendency to do that because I'm the man. But are you leading like you're supposed to lead, how God ordained us to lead? So I thought that was kind of profound that in that moment she said that, even though it was a touchy subject. But she decided to put her trust in him in that situation and saying that
Right.
I'm gonna go ahead and allow you to lead in that moment. And so, with that being said, I thought that was actually kind of powerful because how are we leading in the moment? You understand what I'm saying? Because even though I may be the leader over this auxiliary, this relationship, this partnership, can I put my thoughts, ideologies, and feelings aside for the betterment of the situation in the moment? Because even though I may be the head of my household, the head of my family, at the end of the day, I have to have enough sense to know, okay, well, I need to let my wife lead in this one because she's more skilled in this one, or she's more equipped for this one. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So then my ego has to be put into the side because God says that I should love my wife as I love the church. So
Exactly.
if I love my wife in that sense, I'm not going to belittle her or put her down because, oh, I'm the head, I'm the leader. You know what I'm saying? And then transition that into a situation to where now I'm leading everybody into a ditch because she was better equipped to handle this situation, but because of my ego, I edged God out and I took on that task when I shouldn't have and should have passed it alone. So with all of that being said, how do you guys feel about that? Because when you look at your life goes from moment to moment.
Yeah.
And things can happen in our life that knocks the wind out of us. But it still doesn't stop the process of you having to lead yourself or your family or who's all involved in that situation, even though the wind has been knocked out of you. So just like I took 2 days to kind of, and I had to readjust my schedule for that. You know what I'm saying? Took 2 days to kind of get poured into, and then immediately had to go back and pour out. You know what I'm saying? Which was a great opportunity and a great blessing to have some impact in some spaces. But goes back to kind of like when TD Jakes had that old message, leading while bleeding. You know what I'm saying? So how do you guys give me some take on that as I kind of threw all that information out there, like leading in the moment? What's y'all opinion on that right there? Because we all have moments in our life, and it's gonna be that way from now to the time we die.
Yeah.
Exactly.
And how we lead is gonna determine how we're effective in those situations. You know what I'm saying?
I think one of the biggest strengths of a leader is recognizing their weaknesses and who is the better position or person to, like you say, equip.
Yeah.
But also, a real leader would delegate. So if you're a real leader is not about being in the front and saying, I got this task, this responsibility, I feel like I'm more equipped to do this. No. One of the first things of being a leader and leading in a moment is understanding, being aware. And it's not just of the situation, but eternally of who you are and what you can contribute and what you can't contribute. Because leading in the moment is also saying, what are your thoughts? Like you're inviting yourself in the conversation, but you're also mindful of the other person, and you value their opinion, you value their thought process, you value, look, you know what, I don't know, let me talk to my wife about it. When you out and about and then you conversate with different people and you be like, you know what, let me talk to my wife about it and I'll get back to you. That's not only being mindful, but that's also being sensitive. And I think sometimes we view being sensitive and being aware and attentive as a sign of weakness when it's not. It's actually a sign of strength.
That's good.
It's actually saying I'm willing to relinquish what I think is right, and I'm more so on what do we think is right. I turns the we when you're on the team.
Yeah.
That's how I look at it.
Yeah. Yeah. That's good. That's good. What you got, bro?
All right. So
I told you you're not gonna be quiet.
You already know.
no, I'm,
Be quiet.
no, I'm chilling. So I think that like that coming from the house, like I seldom do. Like just to be real, I think for me, okay, so if it's a relationship, right? Now I'm not talking about romantic. I'm saying period, partnership, department head,
Right.
or whatever.
Right.
But if it is a relationship, something like that, the responses, like the response of both people are highly effective because there are both parties in the relationship are bosses.
Mm-hmm.
Let's just establish that from the jump.
Exactly.
He's a boss and she's a boss. Period.
Now, when you say boss, let the audience know what you
All right,
referring
so
to.
what I mean by boss, I mean that he's a power figure in a relationship and she's a power figure in a relationship.
There we go. That's good.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So therefore, when decisions get made, you conversate with the bosses. Every time you go to a management meeting in a corporate setting, you
Yeah.
don't never see nobody who is not on salary at the meeting. You tell me when the last time you went to a company and it was a salary, it was some big wigs and nothing, and you saw Jay who made $19 an hour when they're making six figures. Jay's not there.
Right.
Nope.
They're gonna hit Jay with the know what I'm saying, with the copy note, boom. Everybody read the announcement.
This is what we need y'all to do.
This is the itinerary.
This is what we need y'all to do.
Yeah.
This is where we going. I need y'all to get this done.
Yeah, that's it. Right?
That's it.
So
Yep.
because they're in there congregating with the bosses. You know what I'm saying? Like I went to a Relate conference, a little minute ago, and I went to. As actually after this class I'm talking about, I actually talked to Pastor Ken Clater. He the one who told me to start looking for my wife, but he was like, so there were Pastor Randall Mazette, him and his team. They were showing other pastors and other teams how they form series, and they said it's simple. It's not all crazy. You ain't got to be researching 5-10 weeks on one topic. They cracked open the Bible, and they read the same scripture, and everybody who was at the table dissected what they got from scripture, and they took it out, and everybody started putting their stuff out, and they start formatting it. But here's the thing: the only people who were at the table delegating or talking about what was going to be on the table for the congregation on a series were the people who were really key and who he trusted in the ministry. It wasn't everybody.
Right.
Because we're
Right.
talking about leading
Yep.
people and feeding flock. Everybody at that table was a boss and earned their keep. So when you're in a relationship, your response, that's why when you do something, we have to watch how we respond to our people, because
Right.
you have to remember, you're not just you're a boss. So if something happens and you run, you're a boss who just ran. You don't think about it. If something happens and you fold, you're a boss who just folded. Like you're not one of the kids. You are a pillar in this relationship.
Exactly.
You are a pillar to where we're going.
Right. Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
So it's
right.
it's highly important. So men can't look at our women like that.
Right.
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 Women, you can't try to dethrone your man.
Right.
That's disrespectful.
Right. That's good.
Why would you do that? Why would you water down the most important person at your table?
That's good. That's good.
Why would you try to play mind games on the most important person in your life, your spouse? That's like going outside, getting a knife at 12 o'clock at night, popping a hole in your back tire, going to sleep, waking up in the morning for work, and expecting your tire to be full of air. You sabotage yourself.
That's a good point.
But why would you try to weaken the very thing that took a vow to lay down his life for you?
Bro.
That's equivalent to a sheriff going into his locker room and putting on a bulletproof vest that got dents and holes in it. Why would you go into war gapped like that?
Yeah.
Right.
That makes no sense.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah.
That's good.
Yeah. 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 Those were some great points, man. Some real good points. I'm gonna read this. Now, some of this stuff, I'm gonna give my 2 cents after I read it because I think it's a partial truth, but the dialogue from it, I think it sparks conversation. So it says, leading in a moment requires you to be clear on what is important to you, and by being true to those elements that give you the strength to do the above. So that's a mouthful, a powerful statement at the same time, but yet the reason I say it's a partial truth, and it just creating dialogue. It says it requires you to be clear on what is most important to you. Now that is 100% correct. That you have to be clear, right? Because you have to be clear on the subject at hand. But what I kind of disagree with is you have to be clear on what is most important to you. And the reason I'm saying this is because if I'm only clear on what's important to me and not clear on what's important to the situation, then I dilute the validity of the situation.
So basically, what you're saying is you can't be reacting to how you feel. You have to stick to what you signed up for the vision. Are you committed to the vision?
That's
Facts.
good.
Something happened, you're uncomfortable, you're out the door. You're not committed to the vision.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Where was your antennas when the vision was on the line?
Diamond.
You're not thinking about the vision. It's
Right.
you have to make adjustments and stuff that you're not willing to go and look yourself in the mirror and I get it. I get it. It's painful, it's ugly, it's nasty. I get it. But when you said I'm with this vision, when you said I'm committed, where's your commitment to it?
Right.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
Loyalty and commitment are two different things.
Break it down, bro. I already know where you're going. Go on, break it down.
All right, so loyalty and commitment are two different things, right? Most people are loyal to themselves. That's most people are loyal to themselves because when a commitment is really large and it's heavy on them shoulders, they're gonna abandon their commitment and go back into the hole where they come from. That's how it goes for the most of the time. You know what I'm saying? So you have to be committed to the vision. I can't think about what I want to do in the moment. I have to think about what's best for what is the goal we're trying to accomplish. Am I gonna be uncomfortable?
Right.
Yes, I'm gonna be uncomfortable. Do I want to learn about communication? No, I don't want about communication. Communication, you want to communicate. Communication.
Yeah.
Communication, you gotta communicate.
Easy to communicate.
But when it's time for you to open up, you don't. And there's reasons why you don't.
Right.
When it's time for you to open up, bro, you don't.
Right.
It's reasons why you don't. So when it's an argument, when there's something going on, when your girl needs some clarity, instead of you being like, man, here you go again, or how about you be uncomfortable for a little bit? Because the vision is we want to grow. The vision is she wants to be more intimate with you emotionally. So you have to put aside your ego or your manhood for a little bit so you can accomplish the vision with your girl for a little while.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's good, man. And that goes
real.
back to what Inky always said, man. Commitment, when he talks about commitment, oh, man, I love it. He says commitment is doing what you said you would do even when the moment that you said it in has passed. You know what I'm saying? It sounds real good when everything is going good. You know, you start saying stuff in the goodness of the moment, but when the heat of the moment comes in, you bail. So, and I like how you did it because, once again, clarity comes when I'm able to communicate the vision for that moment, or or you know what I'm saying? Because if I don't be able, if I'm not able to clarify where we're going,
Right.
what we're doing, what it's gonna take to get there. While we're doing it, then where does the trust get built?
Mm-hmm.
And if there's no trust, then whether it's a partnership or relationship, a deal or whatever, then it gets aborted because I don't trust. I hear what you're saying. I can see what you're saying.
It's leery.
But it's for, you know what I'm saying?
It's a blur.
It's a blur. So there's listen, I've been in sales, most of my career, which kind of got me into motivational speaking. So what is it saying? People like doing business with who they know, trust, and like. You know what I'm saying? So that's like a three chord string.
Three-chord string.
You know what I'm saying? So, and if any one of those things are broken, so if I don't trust you, guess what? The deal ain't gonna get done. If I don't trust you, the relationship is gonna stay right here and it ain't gonna go no further. If I don't trust you, I can't follow you. If I don't trust you, if I don't trust you, I don't trust the vision.
And if I can't trust you, I'm gonna invite you to other things that I feel you earned the right from the get-go to be in that situation.
Exactly.
Because, oh man, when it comes to partnerships in business, one of the biggest things that people want to be taken away from, and that's to be heard. It's like, are you listening to me, or are you just to understand me, or are you just listening to respond?
Right.
Being a leader means I'm aware of the whole playing field. And it means I know your position, I know your position, I know your position, I know your position, I know your position. But it's also saying, you're better than this person in this position, so I'm gonna pin you here. It's just like a coach's play. You get your best player.
Yeah.
Who when you think about LeBron James and the rest of the team, who you think they're gonna get the ball to at the last seconds to hit the last winning game shot? You know what I'm saying? They're going to trust more who been in that position many a times, that tested the waters, that overcame, and that they can consistently trust in that fact and that matter.
Because, bro, you have to, bro, it all points back. It all points back to the foundation. Because I'm just saying, bro. I'm just saying. What if it's and now it's different. Now men are communicating better than women in some aspects. So what happens if the man is a better communicator than the woman? He's more open, or he has been doing the work on himself longer, and the woman needs to, and he's trying to open doors to show her different things, how to communicate, how to go about these things. They go into classes. They doing things to open themselves up. You know what I'm saying? So what if she's leery about it because she's never been in that environment before? If you can't trust the guy, or if you're scared to trust him, what about what's leading him? Like, what is the driving force that's leading him? If he is being led by God, and you're saying that you're a believer, why can't you trust the God in him? Like, what is your foundation? You're not even listening to your foundation. You dig what I'm saying? Like, you're not even leaning on your foundation. So what's driving you? Like, are we on the same playing field or not? What happens if the female is better with the money? Man, we like being good. No, your woman is better with the money, big dog. You know what I'm saying? So you might have to pass her the rock.
Give her the alley-oop.
Give her the alley-oop. Like, what's the foundation?
Go long.
For real.
You know what I'm saying? Like, what's the foundation? She might be A1 in math and stuff like that. That's the foundation. And she might be A1 with math and with discipline. You might not be disciplined with spending. You might have a spending habit, but your girl don't. The foundation of that, you have to walk on that foundation. Sometimes you have to leave your plateau and step on another one.
That's true.
Walk on a different foundation. It's supposed to feel different. It's supposed to feel funny. You know what I mean?
Oh, I definitely do.
Yeah.
The B2S podcast is brought to you by No Grind, No Glory Apparel, R828 edition. It's a reminder to stay strong, to be courageous, to starve your fears, and to feed your faith. Even when it feels like everything is falling apart, just know that you were born to stand out and make an impact. Head over exclusively to www.nogrindnoglory.net and grab you some merch as a daily reminder that all things work together.
Yeah, and what was the quote by Martin Luther King about taking a step even if you don't see the staircase?
Yeah.
Something to that fact.
Exactly.
Yeah, and that's where when you're going back to like even what you said, regardless of either party, whether it's the male or the female in a relationship that's dealing with what Alexndr just talked about, you have to look. It goes back. Okay, leading in the moment. What is best for the moment?
Yeah.
What is the vision for the moment? Even if you're planning a vision for 5 years from now, the moment is 5 years from now.
Yes.
Right.
So whatever the plan is to stick to that vision for the 5 years from now,
Yeah, stick to it.
you got to stick to it. Now you may have to make adjustments along the way, but
Which is
still,
fine.
which is right, which is pretty much is required in a necessity because something may transpire to knock you off your horse. You know what I'm saying? And you may have to reroute or do something. But what they were saying is you never move the goal. You know what I'm saying? What is you never remove the goal, but the instructions or something to that nature may change or whatever. Y'all get what we're trying to say. But at the end of the day, it goes back to once again the title, leading in the moment. What is necessary for the moment? That should be the focus, not my feelings, not my emotions. Because what's going to happen is that's going to be dealt with in the moment of the situation. But when you put that at the forefront of the vision, then that's where Houston we have a problem. And I don't think people think about that because let's look at it. Let's peel the layers back, right? So if the vision is revealing the prior solution in the moment, saying, okay, 5 years from now, this is what we expect to happen. Right. Or we're going to handle it this way in this moment, right? If you exercise what I would consider to be certain activities in that moment, you're going to benefit from it in the first place. Because guess what? If I don't do no activities, I don't lose weight. If I don't do the activities, I don't build muscle. If I don't do the activity, my body doesn't reap the benefits of me doing the activity. So if I don't do the activity, which is focusing on the vision and the activity that is necessary to push the needle for the vision, guess what? My character doesn't get built. Guess what? Those trust issues don't go away. Guess what? Those past issues that are creeping into the present doesn't go away. Why? Because if I do the activities that is required of the vision, all of that stuff is going to get dealt with in the first place because what is required in the vision is going to sharpen those areas if you allow it.
Yeah.
Because I didn't put my feelings, thoughts, and emotions at the forefront, but I put the vision at the forefront. What is the vision? Marriage. What is the vision? Financial security. What is the vision? I want my kids to grow up a certain way. Well, okay, there's certain activities for those things to take place. So
means you got to put the work in.
you got to put the work in. But if I want financial security, I want a good marriage or a good relationship, or I want my kids, and I don't do the activity, guess what? None of that stuff gets done.
Yeah, because you're still on that same.
You still on that
same foundation. You have to remove.
Exactly.
You have to step off of that plateau and step onto another one.
Exactly.
That's how it works. Yeah, that's how it works.
Exactly. Because I'm stepping on the plateau of my feeling, thoughts, and emotions. I don't want to deal with my past trauma. I don't want to deal with I know I need to, but I'm not ready to deal with. Well, guess what? You're going to prolong the forthcoming of the vision.
Yeah.
And I said this before in the podcast, man. And when De La Toro did some of his messages, he's like, "Hey, do you want money? If I ask you if you want money fast or slow, all of y'all gonna say y'all gonna want money. What? He'll put the mic out. Everybody say fast, right? So do you want success fast or slow? Everybody want it fast. Every good thing you want fast, but it's like the thing that requires the most out of you, it takes the most out of you, and it gets developed very slowly. But all the external stuff, I want the money fast. I want the success fast. I want the house fast. I want the car fast. I want the successful marriage fast. Yeah, but in order for all that to happen fast, you got to be moving towards it. instead of holding on to your guilt, your shame, and your emotions. Put it out on the table. Let's deal with it. Put the cards on the table so we can deal with it.
Right. And there has to be a purpose tied with that if you're saying you want it fast. Because if you don't tie a purpose with it, you won't know how to handle it when it comes. Like when you're talking about you want money fast, okay, well, what is your plan with the money that you want? What investments you think that'll be good that'll give you liquid assets? Like it's like a rabbit hole going down of each situations. There has to be a strategic purpose that can fulfill and bring the overall quality of your life.
Most people that want to fast don't have a plan for it, which is why they lose it. If you look at it, most I watch, I kind of shoot myself in the foot sometimes because I be like, man, people just stupid. I just say it. Oh well, okay. But I love when I'm watching posts or looking at a post or reading a post, I go into the comment. And I just let you know where a lot of people are. And then, you get those posts there. Okay, would you would you take $1 million or lunch with Jay-Z? Or let me see if I can remember, if I can pull it. I just saw one that I had never seen. And if I think it was this one. It was if you had a chance, for somebody to give you like $2 million or $1 million, would you take that or dinner with Jay-Z? And this is the dude's response, and I've never heard about it. He actually thought it out and made a good response. His response was basically saying this right here: if I was the person that already had money, I'm going to take the dinner with Jay-Z. But if I was a person that was broke and didn't have no money, I'm taking the $2 million. I say, man, that wraps it up. But I done heard so many. I say, that wraps it up. That wraps it up right there.
Even Jay himself said, "Why wouldn't you take the money?"
Yeah, but you know what I'm saying. But the fact that he thought and said, well, because a
profound.
person that already got money, they can do a whole lot more with lunch with Jay-Z and put themselves in a position to make more money than a person that's broke. Just want to say that what sounds like intelligent. I'm like, man, that makes a whole lot of sense. If I got money, yeah, I'm gonna sit down with him because it could be something that he can share in that conversation that just make me way more than the $2 million that you finna give me.
Yep.
But if I'm broke and I ain't got nothing, man, give me the $2 million, and I'm gonna use some of that to put me in a room or a space, maybe with the Jay-Z or somebody else. But I still got the money though. I said, man, that was probably the best answer.
Like, give me the $2 million, I spend the block.
Yeah, because
that's leading in the moment.
Exactly.
Yeah, because when you dead broke, so when you're broke, that's poverty is harsh,
Very.
right? So when you're dead broke and you in poverty, everything is sucky. That $2 million is going to root up a lot of your problems. It takes you from here to here. You know what I'm saying? Now, to go from here to here, you're gonna need the dinner with Jay-Z, or a tax advisor, or a financial advisor, somebody who you can talk to help you keep and grow your finances. But to get out of that rut, you take the $2 million. So real. If you're in a rut, if you got baggage, if you're really, everybody got something. But if you're in there and you have an opportunity to rip out of it, bro, we talking about $2 million that rips you out of whatever atmosphere, that rips you out
immediately.
And you have to move immediately. You can't, if you got $2 million, you ain't got long to make your mind up.
Yeah.
Do you want to get ripped out immediately, or do you want to stay in that rut? So if you have opportunity to shift something in your life, Shift Motivator, you shifting something in your life. Sometimes you can't wait. Sometimes you can't waste your time with that. Sometimes you can't play with that. It's opportunity. This is something that's gonna change my life. This is a new business adventure. This is a new. This female, she cool. this guy, he not. I need to let me stop playing. Just once I get over there, like I heard somebody. I heard Wallow say. So I think it was Wallow. He said something like something about they was going on the train or something like that, and he didn't know. He said, "Bump it. When I get there, I'll figure it out. Just get your behind on the train.
Just keep
Everything
moving.
else, you'll
Right.
go ahead
You
and
figure it
step.
out on the way.
Just
Yeah.
go ahead and step on the other plateau. Everything else will get worked out. But if you mess around and stay over here, you might not be able to move how you want to.
Exactly.
It might take you double the time to get over there. With double the baggage, with triple the whatever it is. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Versus you just snapping out and snatching yourself out. Some cold turkey. Sometimes you can't wean yourself off smoking weed. You gotta put the blunt down, bro. Put the blunt out, big dog.
Let it go.
Ain't no cold turkey. Sometimes you gotta. Ain't no weaning off. Sometimes you gotta
Just
cut it
right
off.
Make a decision. Yeah.
Yeah.
Sometimes you gotta cut it off and deal with that stuff later. Because if you're trying to piece it together,
Yeah.
you gotta cut it off.
Yeah.
Sometimes you gotta cut your homeboys off, cut them jokers off. Sometimes you don't have time to explain. I will explain to you later. Right now, I need some things explained to myself. I need some things explained to my heart. I need some things explained to my emotion. And none of y'all jokers is not helping me get any better. As a matter of fact, all of y'all are sucking and pulling the life out of me. I'm holding y'all together, and I ain't got me together. I'm holding y'all together, but I don't have me together. So I have to cut ties with y'all. I will explain later. But if I don't, I might not be around for me to explain anything to nobody.
That's a lot of people.
Yeah.
Do you see what I'm saying? So sometimes
Yes.
you have to go ahead and make that jump. Sometimes you ain't got no time to be playing around with it. Don't waste no time with it.
Yeah.
So go ahead and take the 2 mil so you can have the opportunity. Because guess what? Do you think Jay-Z is going to talk to somebody with no money? No.
Or no plan.
He's not. So do you think that a person who done spent the time putting their life back together, you think they're going to allow you to sit at that table with your broken up behind? No. They're not going to give you the time of day because you have not took the time of day to put life into yourself. You're walking around a whole liability. You cannot sit here. You a whole liability. You're a big dog. You a liability with dreads and a chain. Liability. Your boo-boo, you a liability with lashes on. You look good. You a good-looking liability because you don't put no work in yourself. You ain't. You a good-looking liability. You a lemon. You are a bucket with rims. You a straight lemon. You know what I'm saying? Because you look good on the outside, but you have not took the time to delegate that stuff and get yourself right. Work on yourself.
Yeah.
It's the same thing for men
imperative.
and women.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So sometimes you gotta make that jump, bro. You ain't got don't play with that stuff. Don't play with that stuff because when it comes to making decisions and when it comes to being a boss in a relationship, both y'all are bosses. Both y'all, and guess what? Both of the defects are gonna show. They're gonna show because nobody's perfect. Your non-perfectness is supposed to show, but them gaps in your system definitely gonna show.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's good stuff.
Teaches you how to move properly, even when things don't go right.
It's about movement.
It's how you handle it.
Yeah. And I'm sitting here looking at this list right here, from what I had read earlier, and it's baffling to me like how many people that don't consider themselves a leader. And I've always believed before I actually got into reading and listening to Dr. Miles Monroe, I always felt the same way even before I started listening to his stuff. I always felt that you are born a leader, but it still has to be developed.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because if we were made in the image of God and after His likeness, you know what I'm saying? That's the leader of all leaders, and you got those traits in you. So that, but at the end of the day, He's not going to force you. You know what I'm saying? For you to lead. So at the end of the day, you got to understand that the seed is there, but then you have to develop and cultivate the seed and become the great leader that you're supposed to be, so that you can lead yourself, your family, and anybody else that God brings into your space, and into a greater place than where they are when you know they came into your space. So what does that look like, man? That look like everything what Alxndr just really broke it down very profoundly, man. It's the work that you put in yourself. So even
Big
like
facts.
looking at some of these characteristics, skills, and qualities, I like some of this stuff, man. I'm just gonna read it off, just real briefly. Which some of the things we already hit on. You know, as a great leader requires you to be a great communicator, which they got that at number one. So great communicator, excellent organization. Because we look at leadership and we think of the corporate guy.
Yeah, the corporate guy.
You know, we think of the boss. We think of the person that's in the high power position, and we don't think of ourselves.
Yeah,
Well, I'm not going to go to this leadership development conference because I'm a leader. No, you need to be there on the front row. You know what I'm saying? Because that's going to teach you. You know what I'm saying? Because you take like I say, what I always say, I'm a principle guy. I'm gonna take the principle. Yeah, you talking business strategy, but how can I incorporate that? I like what you just did. How can I incorporate that into my household?
Yes.
Realistically.
To make my household run. Maybe I'm not running my household more efficiently. Maybe I'm running myself ragged with taking to the kids to after school sports programs and this. I got that. Okay, well, how can I learn to better delegate? You understand what I'm saying? You know, how can I get the family involved to where I'm not wearing myself out? You know, with the cooking and the cleaning and the homework and then trying to find time for myself. You know what I'm saying? You may need to sit up in front row in the leadership conference to learn how to better delegate. Then you can learn how to delegate between your kids. So excellent organization, you can learn all of that stuff, man. Just start talking about efficient delegation right there. And then Boy Wonda said that earlier. We talked about establishing trust,
which is important.
Being knowledge hungry goes back to personal development. What Alxndr said, what I just said, leadership development. You gotta be hungry for knowledge, man. You want to know how to do things better, how to become a better person. You know what I'm saying? Right. And let's go. But I'm gonna stop at this one right here. Dang, hold on, wait a minute. Oh, just said taking accountability. Oh Lord.
You done open Pandora's box.
Empathy is the one I want to hit. Empathy. That's big.
That is really big.
That's really big. Yeah. Having the ability to read and understand the needs of other people. I'm not always putting myself in. I'm not always putting my. And I'm not. And I want y'all to hear me out when I say this, right? Because you got to take time for yourself. You got to make space for yourself. But make sure we put that into a balance, because that's kind of like what we're getting into now as a society. It's about me. I know, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
But here's the thing, though. I'm going to say this, and I ain't going to say this with no regrets. That's your fault. Because you done spent all these years doing for other people. And then what happens is now we get to this point to where, I'm fit to do me, and now you done let everybody go.
Yep.
That's not leading in the moment. Because you done built all that pressure because of the choice that you made. Now, empathy is being able to recognize the needs and abilities of others, but you got to bring a balance to that. You can't be so much of doing for everybody, your husband, your wife, blah, 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 and you always get
getting the short end of the stick.
Yeah, you getting the short end of the stick, saying, or being that person that give your job the best and then give your family the rest. You know what I'm saying? So, that's your fault.
Yeah, you can't be groomed into taking on the stewardship of somebody else's responsibilities.
Right.
I'm gonna repeat that one more time. You can't be groomed into being a great steward over somebody else's responsibilities. You're so great at taking responsibilities and you being empathetic to them. But when it comes to your own plate and your own table, you don't know what the heck to do. That's not cool.
Yeah, exactly.
And that's exactly what you're talking
That's
about.
Foul on the play.
like how
You
said that.
can't
Yep,
you
yep.
know what I'm saying?
Bro.
It's so unfamiliar to handle your own to you rather abandon your own to go take care of somebody else's.
Bro, and we see it all the time, bro. You just it's
Ooh, check this out.
Go.
Bro.
The giant has awakened.
I told you.
Sometimes
You know how to
dog,
push that button.
Hit that part. I'm gonna hit it again.
Go ahead, dog.
sometimes sometimes you have to walk in a visitation and walk out. I go visit my bro. He's incarcerated. North Florida. I go visit him. I noticed one thing though. I walked in, I walked out. So I may not spending time with him. He's actually more free than people who out here.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah.
And he's always been sharp. He didn't got sharp herb. So when he get out, he gonna be on fire right here, bro. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you have to visit people in their bondage. And you not getting incarcerated by their leftovers and their bondage. I'm not going to let your past incarcerate me. I'm gonna visit you. So when we cross paths, it's visitation.
That's good. I like that.
You're not finna incarcerate me, boo boo. I'm sorry. Big dog. You still smoking weed with JJ and them? You're not finna incarcerate me, bro. You ain't growing.
Facts.
So when we cross paths, it's strictly visitation for whatever time we interacting, and then I'm gonna let you go ahead and you be incarcerated because you don't want to change. You don't want to take chains off. You want to stay grounded and stay ignorant and stay stuck. That's on you. You're incarcerated. I'm about to leave this visitation. I'm gonna see you later. I'm going about my way and be free. So sometimes you have to visit and then go about your business. Do not let anyone's past and their stubbornness and their ignorantness, if that's a word, incarcerate you. I can't do that.
Well, you said a mouthful.
For real.
We can end the podcast right now.
Thank y'all for joining tonight. We appreciate and love you.
See you next week.
You know what I mean?
Remember,
That's powerful.
that's powerful.
I'm not finna let you incarcerate me. I'm sorry.
Ooh, baby.
I just can't.
Not going down.
So, hey, there's nothing wrong. There's nothing wrong with visitation. It's a lot of people walking around right here in straight bondage, and they acting like they're free. You're not free because you won't do the work. You will not do the work. It's sickening, bro. You walk around like you smiling, you jumping, you in the club, you in the mall, you buying your kids shoes, you buying your girl purses and perfume, and you are in straight bondage. So when I come across you, it's visitation. I'm gonna interact with you, but I'm finna go be back on doing what I'm doing, and you're still incarcerated. You're still locked up because you won't do the work.
That's good.
Gotta walk away empty.
That's good.
Walk away empty-handed.
I see you got your phone propped up. You got her.
You hit it on. He hit it on the head. He's like, get in the habit of walking away empty. You hit it on the head, bro.
We'll see you next week.
I mean, what else can you say behind that?
Hey, bro, I'm done. I'm good.
So,
I'm good.
Dude.
bro, so with that being said, sometimes that's leading in the moment because everybody is not gonna want to change, bro. Everybody ain't gonna want to
Hit the
change.
gavel. Drop the mic.
Everybody ain't gonna want to change.
That's
Everybody,
right. That's
everybody
right.
is not to the point to where they have the boldness to change. Hold on, let's talk about that real quick. We can bash people all day. Oh, you don't want to change. Some people is not there yet.
Yeah.
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 Some people been knocked down so much they still. You ever seen somebody with an air pump? They pumping their tire up. They been pumping for 20 minutes. It's halfway there. You ain't there yet. Some people still need to get pumped up a little bit. You know what I mean? They still need encouragement. They know what they want to do, but they just it's hard for them. It's hard for them, but that's okay. like keep pumping you up. But it's other people who just don't want to. They're comfortable. I'm telling you, bro, comfort will leave you stagnant.
Yes,
It will.
It
You know what I
definitely will.
mean? So if you in that space and if you can, bro, people who do the work can tell on people who don't.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, lazy people don't get along
Immediately.
with hardworking people, and hardworking people don't get along with lazy people
Because
they don't click.
it don't click
Two different
because
mindsets.
the signs
We've been
start
there.
to show. The signs, the fruit, bro. That fruit, bro.
That's the evidence.
Fruit is the evidence. When you start running off, and you start shutting down, and you start pointing the finger, that you've been doing the work on yourself. Because your body telling me everything. You're not doing nothing. NOTHING nothing.
Exclamation points all the way down.
You know what I'm saying? That fruit is gonna show. But
It
some
is.
people don't want to. So for those who don't want to, bro, you have to visit them because you're gonna cross their path. I can't let you incarcerate me, but I'ma still interact with you.
That's good.
Mm-hmm.
I like
I'ma
that.
still love on you. I'ma still speak to you. I'ma still pray for you, but I'm not going to let you incarcerate me. So in this vegetation time, I hope you got a lot out of it, because I'm gone.
That boy, you said a mouthful. I'm done.
I like that.
Don't be incarcerated by another person's
I'm
pain.
not gonna let you incarcerate me. You can be locked up all you want to, bro. I got to go.
Bruh. God.
That's the word for the year.
For real. You gotta tell them no.
It's funny, bro. You say that you just what you did because one of the guys that was speaking, that's what it was so funny. He said, all right, because in ministry, man, you just constantly
go,
going, feeling like you got to do everything and you can't leave nothing for naught, and you just got to go. He said, everybody, repeat after me. No. Just learning how to say no,
Say it with
man. I was like, I'm not gonna let you incarcerate me by your pain. Nope, I can't do it. No, sir, I don't like it.
You're stubborn. I'm not gonna let you. And here's the thing. Do y'all want to know a get out of jail free code? You want to get out of jail free? Get planted. Plant yourself somewhere. Stop playing. I'm busy then. Plant yourself somewhere. Plant yourself somewhere that can teach you the basics. Just because you've been floating around in church all your life don't mean you know the basics. If you don't have a routine with God, you don't know the basics. You don't have it. I don't care how many kids or girlfriends you got. Your children are not more important than Jesus in your life because you need him to lead them.
Exactly.
Your girlfriend is not more important than Jesus in your life. Because when she's gone, look, I'm going to tell you something, bro. I'm going to tell you something. Every time a woman left, I had to go back to Jesus. Because he was the only one that can fill that void.
Facts.
Period. Oh, we being open, right? This is
choir,
what
brother.
we're here to do. So every
preaching to the choir.
time I got my heart broken, I had to go back to Jesus. Every time a female walked up and then backed out and didn't say nothing, I had to go to Jesus because that person who said they was going to be here left without talking, without giving me no explanation. So who am I going to go to? I'm going to go to Jesus. The one who knows everything.
And the one who heals everything.
When that man walk out of your life and he promise you I'm going to be there and blah, 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 and he just dip and he switch up, go to Jesus about that stuff, bro. Because Jesus is the only one who can really heal and uproot that stuff. He's the only one, bro. The only one.
Facts. Like how you always say, take care of the vertical. The horizontal will
work
be taken
itself
care of.
out.
Yeah.
Yep.
Get planted.
Yep.
Get planted. Once both parties are planted and active, I'm not talking about planted and then sit and filling up a seat. I know pastors say that all the time, and it sound good, but they know what they're talking about. You're in there, you're there, but all you're doing is listening for something that's familiar. When it ain't familiar to you, I don't like what he talking about. I don't know what he talking about because you ain't trying to get tapped in. All that hooping and hollering that you've been going around, all that hooping and hollering you've been going around for years, you ain't got delivered from nothing. You ain't tapped into nothing. You been around hooping and hollering, you ain't got delivered. Ain't now hoop and holler touch your heart and then did something for you.
Jesus.
Go somewhere where you can get your behind planted and get some word in your system. Get you a real routine.
Get that uptake that you so desperately need.
Right.
You had a routine.
Oh Lord.
You got a routine for everything else. You got a routine for everything else. You got you meet up with the homies, go to the mall, go to the meet up with the go to the gym. But you got routine for that. Where's your routine for God? You got routine. Wake up in the morning, get the kids ready. Do hair at 5 o'clock. They done go get my feet done. You got a routine. Where is your routine for something that's gonna change and transform your life? Where is your routine for something that's going to help you prepare for your eternity? Where is your routine for something that's going to help you, teach you how to deal with your spouse? How in the world are you going to deal with me if you don't spend time with Jesus?
Preach, preacher. For real.
Get the offering plate.
Hey, I need you to put a Kurt Franklin behind that every time, because like the way he paced that and dropped them bombs. How are you going to How do you listen, man? But he's speaking fast.
But am I right? Am I wrong?
Oh, you did on
Okay, let me know something. Let me know something, bro.
Notes.
Let me know something. So in the moment, let me know something. Cause
I love my dogs.
So when it comes to doing stuff in the moment, how you react in the moment has everything to do with what you done did before that moment even got there. What is on the inside of you? Because whatever's in there is gonna come out.
It's definitely gonna come out.
That's right.
That's all I'm talking about.
Yep.
You see what I'm saying?
Yep.
So that's why it's important. If you want to react better in the moment, get planted somewhere. It'll help you. So when stuff happens, you have better tools. That's all we're talking about. You
Yep.
have better tools to react. You have better tools to think.
Yep.
You have better tools to reason. If ain't no fruit coming out, ain't no seed been dropped in there. If ain't no fruit coming out, there's no seed been dropped in there. If that dumb junk come out, that dumb junk was in there.
Listen, I don't know if y'all seen it. I don't even know the title of it. But if y'all can find it, go find it.
What?
Myron Golden.
Oh,
he talked about how the root and the fruit grow at the same time, simultaneously. And boy, he broke that thing down. I can't even do it no justice. I'm just letting y'all know. Go look for it.
Yeah, Myron
It's
Golden.
it's gonna mess you up.
Dr. Miles Monroe, them boys, them men,
they own it.
Man, the way he broke, like how the root go down, and bro, I'm like, how the root in the fruit? But when because he studied, he just
for sure.
smart.
Yeah.
So, but he break that down. You might, I think it was in one of his shows. If you go to his shorts, you probably, I think I saw it in one of his shorts. Yeah, but what you're talking about, go check it out. How he broke it down. He said, no, actually, the roots and the fruits are basically growing at the same time simultaneously. One going down, bro. Y'all just gotta go check it out, man. It's crazy. It's crazy. But shoot, man, I'm good. I think we good.
I'm good, bro.
Yeah,
that right there. That was a great.
That's how you close out a message.
That was grand slamming.
I'm just saying for y'all, don't let people stubbornness and stuff like that and the ignorantness. Ignorant men just not knowing. We ain't knocking about because some people just don't know.
Yeah.
But don't let somebody else's not know or somebody else who don't want to be active. Don't let them incarcerate you.
Yeah.
It is visitation season.
Yeah.
And if you go visit somebody in jail, you know what you need? I'm gonna tell you what you need. You need your ID and you need a pocket full of quarters. Because the only thing they got in there is commissary. You buy sodas and chips and stuff like that. When you visit somebody, look, I got a pocket full of quarters for you, big dog. That's it. This is visitation season. You are not finna incarcerate me with your mess.
That's it. And there you have it.
Ever.
Well, man, listen, man, it's been another lovely episode hanging out with y'all tonight, man. But you know what? We got to get up out of here. Hey, once again, we thank y'all for y'all support, man. On that note, we gonna close this out because I ain't coming behind that. My brother said mouthful, so we gonna leave it at that. Do not let other people's pain incarcerate you. So
That part.
let that be your anthem for the year.
Let that sizzle in your
So,
spirit.
man, y'all know how we get up out of here.
Cuffing season, visitation season.
Hey, y'all know how we do, man. Shoot for the top because the bottom is way too crowded. And if you think different and be different, you have the opportunity to live different. And once again, we'll see you on the other side of success. Hey, we love y'all, man. We'll see y'all next week.
Peace.
Peace.